We are Accessrock. We are at the Debaser Strand, and today we get to talk to Jeremy from Monster Truck. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Excellent.
I was sleeping all afternoon. I was up for Bandit Radio at like 7 in the morning.
Yeah, I know. Was that cool?
It was awesome. Yeah, it was really fun. And a cool station. It's awesome you guys play metal. They play metal on their station, and we wouldn't hear metal on our radio station ever.
You don't?
Never. No.
Why not?
It's hard enough to get rock and roll.
Yeah, well, you've done really good.
We have.
Really?
Yeah. Well, our song's #1 for the 3rd week in a row, actually, this week. So we're doing very well right now. But
cool.
Yeah.
I saw you were like #1 before a lot of huge bands as well.
Yes.
In the world.
Yes. Well, it helps that we're Canadian because they have to play a certain amount of Canadian content, but it also helps that we don't sound Canadian. So it's a Canadian band, doesn't sound Canadian. It's easier for them to spin it because then they can still play their Canadian bands, and we kind of stand out a bit, I think. But no, it's been really great, and the radio has been really supportive of us, and they've played all their festivals, and we get to go in and do a lot of interviews with them and stuff. So it's been a lot of fun, actually.
Okay, what's the difference between Canadian radio and Swedish radio? You know,
I don't know yet.
Metal.
I actually don't know. That's a huge difference.
You played Bandit this morning, and
yeah, I peeked in on it last night after we got in on the ferry, and I was surprised to hear the metal that they were playing. I think it was black metal, a black metal radio show. And I was like, oh my god, this is heavy. And then today we didn't get to hear so much because we were picking the playlist. So I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how different it was because I was picking the songs that they were playing. So I was like, well, that was different because I've never done that before. And we're like, oh, we're gonna play this and play that and play this, and we did it for 2 hours. So I'd have to answer that question in maybe a week.
Okay, I'll ask you again. I'll just catch up with you somewhere in Europe.
Yeah, I don't know yet.
You're out on tour with Vista Chino in all of Europe.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah.
This is your second show.
This is our 4th show.
4th one?
Yeah, we played 3 in Finland.
You played 3 in Finland?
Yeah.
I thought it was just 1 show.
No, we did 3, and then it's our first show in Sweden. It's the longest tour we've ever done. It's our first real tour of Europe. It's first real tour in the UK. Just all in all, just a lot of cool things happening for us right now, and we're having a lot of fun.
You released Curiosity in May.
Yes.
How has the response been to that as you thought it would be?
Yeah, because when we finished that record, we just felt good about it. And I knew before we even recorded it that it could do. With the songs that we had and the way that we felt, we knew it was going to be really good. We needed to find a way to get that onto a record, and that was the hard part for us, was just trying to find a way to capture those songs in a way that was going to represent the band and have all the people who had been following the band before not be disappointed. Because that happens all the time, where a band does one record and people love it, and then they do the next one and everyone hates it. And that was the last thing I wanted to do, because we had built up this really cool fan base of people that were really passionate about the music. And the last thing I wanted to do was put out another record and let them down. Okay. So we needed to make them happy. We needed to grow. It was a lot of pressure, but when we finally finished the record, I knew we had it, and the response has been fantastic.
Great. I have to ask you about the name Monster Truck.
Yeah. It was kind of just a joke at first, just kind of something we came up with just because we thought it was fun, and we thought the band was just going to be kind of like a once in a while kind of just for fun kind of band. And when things started taking off, it was kind of, I think we had a quick moment where like, should we change the name? We're like, no, it suits the music, and anyone who thinks it's kind of silly or funny at first, after they hear the band, it kind of makes more sense to them, and it's very simple and easy. Even in other languages, it makes sense. And
I was more thinking it's not Googleable at all.
It's tough.
You can't really hashtag it.
Yeah. That's a small price to pay for something so recognizable. You know, I think it's really hard to come up with a band name these days, and a lot of bands have to come up with something obscure or some kind of weird phrase. And so for us to have such like a core item, Monster Truck, it's very simple and basic. I'm proud to have it. It's tough on Google, but all you have to do is add in band, and it's boom. And as the band's gotten more successful, it's become easier to find us, and we just got to get as big as AC/DC, and then it won't be a problem anymore. Yeah, well, we'll be bigger than the actual trucks themselves.
Oh, that's kind of like a game then.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. We're the underdogs.
So once you actually hit over Monster
they'll have to change their names.
Yeah,
they'll have to be like super big trucks, and we'll just be Monster Truck.
Excellent. For anyone who hasn't actually heard you yet, How would you describe your music?
I like to describe it as just kind of a hybrid of all the best elements of rock. You know, there's a lot of great things about classic rock. There's a lot of great things about punk rock and metal, and even the new rock today. And we try and take a little bit from all those things, our favorite things, and put them all into one, and give something that's a little bit new and fresh.
What is your favorite things then? Favorite bands in process?
Favorite bands: Grand Funk Railroad, specifically '69 to '71, Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin. I really like Graveyard right now a lot. They're one of my favorite new bands. The Rival Sons are awesome too. And we have friends of ours called the Sheepdogs in Canada, and they're really awesome. All those things. Love to play with everybody.
Because you open up for both Deep Purple and
Deep
Slash.
Purple, right? I forgot about Deep Purple.
No.
Well, I mean, a lot of people compare us with them just because of the organ that we have. It's similar, but we played with Deep Purple, and that was amazing. That was like one of those things where we couldn't even believe it until it was happening. Slash and Alice in Chains, and we've had a lot of great opportunities with a lot of great artists, and we're just really grateful. It's been a really fun year.
So next step is your own headline show and tour in Canada.
Yeah, we're doing a headline tour starting in December, and we're doing like 3 weeks. It's my beer tickets.
You just got beer.
I just got beer. These are important. Yeah, we're doing a headline tour for 3 weeks in Canada. It's our first time doing a headline tour, and we've been waiting to do this. This 2-month stretch here has been stuff we've been waiting for a long time, and it's cool to finally be here.
Very cool. Let me ask you about stuff like this. Is it like this everywhere when you tour?
No.
Yeah,
Well, this is
kind of like small beer coupons.
No, this is the first for this. Usually we have a backstage with a dressing room, and we don't have one tonight.
No.
So we're out in Gen Pop with everybody else. So that's why we have the tickets. Usually we have a room with like maybe some beers or some food to eat, but tonight's a little different, and we just take it. We're the opening band, so we kind of just got to roll with the punches. And tonight it's little laminated tickets, and that's fine too.
Perfect.
Yeah.
What is the worst place you've played? Do you have any kind of like?
I don't want to get into that.
No. Okay.
It's definitely was in the United States.
Okay.
That's all I want to say about that.
Best gig then?
Best gig was our headlining festival play in Toronto this year at Edgefest. We had it was one of the funnest times I've had in my entire life. And actually, there's a little mini documentary on it on our YouTube channel, YouTube I Love Monster Truck, and you can find it a couple places, but it's the Monster Truck mini documentary, and it just shows that show and kind of the things that went into leading up to it.
Yeah, because your webpage is I Love Monster Truck.
ILoveMonsterTruck.com, yeah. And both of our old EPs are free to download on that site.
There you go. There you
Give
go.
it away.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hey, I'm Jeremy. Hey, I'm Jeremy Widerman, and I play lead guitar and backup vocals in Monster Truck.